And welcome to Elecspo. Right, quite a while ago I did a video on the 40 nominees for this year's Golden Boy Award, looking at where each player would be in 2025 according to FM. Well, today we're moving even further into the future as we take this simulation all the way to 2030. Just imagine 2030 for a second. How different will things be in 10 years time? There might be flying cars, teleportation, they might even have finished counting the stupid US election votes, which at the time of recording is still going on. The Golden Boy nominee list has been whittled down from 40 to 20, so let's take a look at where the remaining nominees are in 2030 according to Football Manager 2020. Mitchell Bakker, ABBA. By 2025 this Dutch fullback had sacked off PSG for the riches of Saudi Arabia, and by the looks of things he's loving it over there. Come the year 2030, Mitchell Bakker is still playing his football for ABBA, although with closer inspection he hasn't actually gone to Saudi Arabia for the money, with the Dutchman only earning just over £1,000 a week. Poor bloke, but at least he's playing alright over there. He's just enjoyed the best campaign of his career, a career no one cares about. EDUARDO CAMAVINGA, Manchester United. By 2025 CAMAVINGA had already been on the move, swapping Juventus for PSG, with France's brightest talent joining France's biggest club. Well, by 2030 his Parisian dream is over, with CAMAVINGA going on a mega money tour all over Europe. First he joined Barcelona, and now he's a Man United player, with both transfers surpassing £100 million. That's 3 transfers in a row for a grand total of £319 million. Everywhere he's been he's impressed, and he actually won the Football of the Year award in 2029. Jonathan David, Borussia Dortmund. The Canadian sensation is still at Borussia Dortmund despite me predicting his departure, but to be honest with you, he just isn't as good as you'd expect. Like, he's alright, probably the best Canadian not called Alphonso Davies, but he's not setting the world alight. He's just scoring the odd goal and being polite to people whilst drinking maple syrup. Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich. From one Canadian to another, Alphonso Davies is another player who hasn't moved, but at least he's doing fairly well. Davies has been a picture of consistency in the Bundesliga, continuing as Bayern Munich's main left back, although he's never actually played more than 30 league games in a season. Davies doesn't seem fussed though, and he's now playing under Frank Lampard, who somehow blagged his way to a job at the Allianz. There's more chance of working in the ticket office. Serginho Dest, Man City. This simulation came before Dest's mega money move to Barcelona, so in 2030 he's still a Man City player, who is seemingly over their fetish of just signing fullbacks every week. He's played 104 times for his country, where he's joined by Billy Gilmore of all people. That's right, the little lad from Glasgow. FABIO Silva, Chelsea. Finally, FABIO Silva has got his move away from Porto, with his real life transfer to Wolves not happening. In this FM simulation, Silva would join Chelsea despite interest from the El Clasico giants, and he's doing wonderful stuff at Stamford Bridge. He only cost £59 million, which is actually decent for a player of his calibre, and now he's a target for Man City. If a move does happen, it'll surely cost more than £100 million. Wolves fans must be desperate to see this FABIO Silva at Molineux. Ansu Fati, Barcelona. Tipped by some to be Barcelona's next Lionel Messi, Ansu Fati is kind of living up to the hype there. He's still at the new camp and doing incredibly well, although maybe not the historic levels of Lionel Messi. But Fati is one of the top players in the world by 2030 and he's received awards to prove it. So well done Ansu Fati, but your name is still weird to say, especially if you've got an Ansu, which I don't. Phil Foden, Liverpool. Now this is a shock. The Man City prodigy, who was last playing for Atletico Madrid in 2025, is back in England and playing for one of City's biggest rivals. He joined the Reds for £121 million and has been nothing short of sensational at Anfield, which begs the question, why on earth is he on the transfer list? Liverpool want £82 million for Foden, with the City scally unwilling to extend his contract. Ryan Gravenberch, Porto. Gravenberch wasn't too impressive in 2025, and not a lot's changed 5 years on. The only difference is the location, with the Dutchman now playing his football in Portugal with Porto. However, he is a target for Chelsea, despite not really impressing at all throughout his career. Mason Greenwood, Manchester United. The Old Trafford sensation is still at Manchester United, and to be honest, I expect a lot more. When you watch Greenwood in reality, he's an incredible finisher. He's got that goal scorer's instinct that is so hard to teach, but on FM the goals just aren't flowing. He's still an important player to a reformed Man United team, but he's not the new focal point of their attack as we all expected. Erling Haaland, Atletico Madrid. In a shock to no one, Erling Haaland is one of the best strikers in the world come 2030. He's still at Atletico, in all of his last 4 seasons he's hit at least 20 La Liga goals. Haaland is a machine, and a man who probably still hates being interviewed. CALLUM HUDSON-ODOI, Shandong, LUNENG. 6 years, that's how long CALLUM HUDSON-ODOI has been in China. The winger still represents Shandong LUNENG, and he's just been okay really, now special, he's not set in the CSL Elite, and now he's a target for mid-table Fulham, who shockingly are still managed by Scott Parker. Dejan Kulusevski, Real Madrid. After pulling the strings in the Man City midfield, likely in the absence of Phil Foden, Dejan Kulusevski's been on the move again. The Super Swede is now a Galactico, joining Real Madrid for £71 million in 2029. His first season ended with a League and Cup double, so I guess you could say all's going to plan. RODRYGO, Real Madrid. You know that League and Cup double that Madrid won? Well, RODRYGO was the man that lifted both cups. Yes, RODRYGO was still at Real Madrid, and shockingly he's the Real Madrid captain. I don't really understand how he's blagged that gig, but whatever, he's done pretty well in a Madrid shirt, although the same can't be said for his 29-cap Brazil career. BUKAYO Saka, Wolves. Last time we spoke of Saka's shock move to Real Betis on a free, but in 2030 he's back in England, earning a £42 million move to Wolves. But the thing is, he just isn't that good. Throughout his career he's been distinctly average, which begs the question, what on earth do PSG want to do with him? Do they need someone to take the bins out or something? Jadon Sancho, Barcelona. In 2030, Jadon Sancho is not a world-class player. He's alright, but by the looks of his numbers, he's not top quality. He's been spending most of his days at Man United, but is now a Barcelona player, moving to the new camp for £48 million 6 months ago. His time in Man United got worse and worse, but fortunately looks like he's getting back to his best in a Barcelona shirt. Clearly Man United really is the place where careers go to die. Dominik Szoboszlai, West Ham, on loan at Sochaux. For the first time here we've got a player who's out on loan, and actually one of the worst players we've looked at. The Hungarian midfielder's career has been crap throughout. He was naff at Bayern, he's been naff at West Ham, which is why he spent most of his days out on loan. Sandro Tonali, PSG. He was one of the big movers when we looked at 2025, and 5 years on he's moved again. Tonali is now a PSG player, but this is a PSG team that hasn't won the title since 2025. Things have changed in Paris, and despite playing so incredibly well, Tonali is on the transfer list after refusing to extend his contract. Valued at £45 million, someone's going to get a bargain in the summer of 2030. FERRAN Torres, Valencia. The move to Man City just didn't happen. FERRAN Torres is still at Valencia, but at least he's still a fantastic footballer. Clearly loyalty does exist in 2030, which is something to look forward to I guess. VINICIUS Jr, Liverpool. We end things with the man that Karim Benzema really doesn't want you to pass to, and Vinicius Jr has proven the Frenchman wrong. However, nowadays he's a Liverpool player. £108 million is what it cost Liverpool to replace Salah with Vinicius, and what a deal it's been. Every season he's been getting better, hitting double figures and helping Liverpool win trophy after trophy, but believe me, on my mother's life he is playing against us. So there we have it, that's what happened to all 20 Golden Boy nominees by the year 2030 according to Football Manager 2020. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time we will see you around.